everyone, I just wanted to do a quick introduction. I am Julie and I am going to be attempting a through hike of the Pacific Crest Trail this year. I'm excited to be a trail correspondent for the Through Our Trail team, and I am so beyond excited to start the trail in a month. So I start at the end of March and I am starting solo currently. I'm just excited to get out there and meet all my new trail friends and family and just walk my way and enjoy the entire trail. So I think I'll start off with the question first of what drew me to long distance backpacking. So the Pacific Crest Trail will be my first through hike. I grew up going to a sleepaway summer camp in Northern California, and it was such a blessing of a time in my life. And coming home from camp was always this experience of going from a place where I was calm and happy and I could move my body and express myself. And then I came home and I felt like I was just putting myself back into a shell. I don't think I quite realized at the time how much I needed to be outside and be in nature, just for my mental health and my sanity of day-to-day life. I, in 2016, started doing 1 to 2 week long hiking, camping, and backpacking trips through REI. And they were some of these amazing adventures and experiences. So I realized after I got home yesterday and was editing my videos that I did leave a couple things out that I wanted to put into the video. My old self would have walked my butt back up that mountain to the same bench I was sitting on. So there was nothing different in the video and it all looked like it was taken at the same time, but that's not the way I want my videos to be. I want them to be real and in the moment. So what I left out in the video yesterday was why the PCT specifically. So being in San Diego and in the hiking community, I've done day hikes on the PCT. And when I was planning my trips through REI, I also had trips that were, for the PCT, where you could do a backpacking trip for 3 or 4 days that I had looked at doing. They're not the ones that I ended up doing. My first backpacking trip was in the Sierras with REI, and it was this beautiful campsite on a river, and it was absolutely gorgeous place to have our tent set up and to relax and to enjoy the afternoons when we were done hiking. In the summer of 2020, I went up to Mount Laguna with a friend to go camping, and we did a day hike on the PCT. And I had already had in my mind that the PCT was something that I was looking into in the future. And on that trip, we got to a certain point on the trail where I was sitting on a rock looking out at all the gorgeous trees below us and the viewpoint. And the trail just spoke to me. And it wasn't a matter of doing the trail in the future. It was, I needed to do the trail now. Which is what landed me on doing the trail for 2022. So it just kind of, the timing worked out with everything that was happening in the world and in my life, and it was the perfect time to do something like the Pacific Crest Trail. So I'm excited to start and get going and take you all along on my journey. What are my fears for trail? So first of all would be the pain. I have chronic pain in my feet and my legs and my lower back. It has been there for years, and it really flared up on the Tahoe Rim Trail last summer and did end my hike at that point. I don't know whether if I had continued and taken it a little bit slower at my own pace, whether it would have gone down or decreased, or I would have gotten used to it a little bit more. I won't know. So when I get on the Pacific Crest Trail, I'm planning on taking it slow, going at my own pace. I do want to do 14 miles the first day just to get into Hauser Canyon so I can just hike out in the morning. But I do know I'm going to have to take it at my own pace and take a break when I'm hungry. Don't just push through. Sit down and stretch when things start to hurt, and not just grit and bear it. When I'm not on trail or thinking about hiking or the PCT, which is rare, I am usually at home with my dog Abby. She is a 9-year-old cockapoo, a little love bug. I also quilt and sew. I've made a lot of wall hangings and quilts and made a lot of my own clothes. It's been a fun little adventure to get into. I will be doing trail updates every time I get into town. I'm planning on doing updates through Instagram and Facebook, which will be the same post just shared. And then I'm also planning on making some videos and posting them to YouTube. So that'll be a fun way just to kind of show my experiences to my friends and family at home and all of you who will be following me. So to train and prepare for the trail, I have been doing a lot of day hikes. I also live very close to the Pacific Crest Trail in Mount Laguna and Julian area, and I'm able to get on trail for weekend trips. I did the section between Mount Laguna and Lake Marin a couple weekends ago. It was a beautiful 20-mile section. We hit a lot of rain and ended up having to dive into our tents at about 5 o'clock at night after we'd eaten dinner. But it was beautiful when it stopped raining in the middle of the night and I got up and was able to see the lights down below, and it was just beautiful, and it made me more excited for trail and everything that I'm going to be experiencing while I'm out there. Well, I think it's time to start heading back to my car. It's a beautiful day out here. We've had some glorious rain for the last couple days, and I know snow in the mountains, which hopefully will help with water sources on trail. I'm going to turn you around so you can kind of see what I'm looking at.